We the people will fight for rights and justice and peace. Rights and justice and peace. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Let me hear you scream, East. Let me say that there are several dimensions to our concern here today. Obviously, issue of workers, teachers' rights and benefits is an issue. The right to collectively bargain. The right to close the gap between the very wealthy and those who are threatening the very poor. In the last few years, we removed the roof, the wealthy, by removing something called the Glass-Steagall Act, which you should study in school, where banks can lend and invest under the same roof when they choose risky investing over lending, and they choose greed and risk over development. Then they argue that the corporation is a single person, which gives them power to make judgments on political decisions. So far, the very wealthy, they remove the roof. Then they want to crush workers' right to organize. There's a move to remove the roof for the wealthy, the floor for working people. And therefore we fight back. In the great American tradition, we fight back in the great American tradition. When students come alive, you have the awesome power to make America better. When you choose hope over dope and life over death, when you choose sacrifice over greed, when you choose your future over funerals, you have the power to make America better. We hear about Dr. King in the Montgomery boycott of 1955. He was a grad student, had not yet received his PhD. He came alive. In 1957, students in Little Rock, Arkansas, should to stand up and fight for an equally accessible, integrated school. With great risk, those students fought back. July of 1967, classmates and I, we were jailed trying to use a public library. We were able to go to school and study and protest at the same time. So as you go back to school today, you must study diligently, study in earnestness, come to school on time, and do graduate. Study diligently and work your way up using the power of your mind. Of those in jail today, 90% are high school dropouts. Of those in jail today, 80% are on a non-violent drug charge with a 75% recidivist rate. You have the right to pursue an education, fight for social justice, and have humane values at the same time. The circle in Madison may be ground zero. The workers fight for the right to organize collectively. So you go back to school today, teachers teach what the struggle is about. Teach not just how to get a lotto hit and have an instant million. Teach not just how to be a very rich person, which you may have the right to become, but teach what the children's parents are. They are workers. They pay house notes, but they're facing home foreclosures. Teach them why they're facing record home foreclosures. Teach them why today there are 59 million Americans without health insurance and the fees are still rising. Teach them why there are 49 million Americans in poverty today who work every day and can't make ends meet. Teach them today why 44 million Americans are on food stamps. Teach them today why the billionaires are getting tax cuts and workers are getting job cuts. Say, teach our children how to live and learn. Teach them the value of work and the values of work. Teach them to have good minds, strong character, a work ethic, courage, and faith. Teach them to have good minds, character, courage, a work ethic, and faith. Teach them to make this nation a better nation. And if we turn to each other, and not only each other, and fight for the right, we will be a better nation. Workers in Wisconsin fighting for the right, collective bargaining, will keep fighting. And they'll keep fighting one day longer. One day longer. One day longer. Until victory is assured. Put your hands together like you mean that. I want to do something else which is so critical to our work. I want you to hear me real well, because we've gone through the pain of Columbine and NIU and Paducah and the violence of our time. Or when Congresswoman Gifford was shot a few weeks ago, we were all pained by it all, the threat it represented. But let me submit to you that 32,000 Americans are killed a year from gun violence. 100,000 are injured who do not die. We've lost less than 6,000 soldiers in Iraq in the last 10 years. 30,000 are lost a year to gun violence at home. We must stop the gun violence and end the use of semi-automatic weapons. Now, the other thing is we fought the right to vote in 1965. And sometimes teachers, this is not taught properly. Not only did blacks not have the right to vote, women couldn't serve on juries in many states in the South. And farmers who couldn't pay poll taxes, they could not vote as well. So also 18-year-olds could not vote. They had the obligation on the draft to serve in the war,